Welcome to Spring LIB.
First, sketch the triangle. So Q is at -4, -1. R is at 2, 3. And S is at -2, 5. Okay, what is the midpoint of QR? This could be calculated. Midpoint is found by taking Q and R, adding the X coordinates together and taking half, adding the Y coordinates together and taking half, which would be at -4/2, which is -2. So -4 plus 2 is -2, divided by 2 is -1. -1 plus 3 is 2/2 is +1. So -1, 1 is the midpoint of QR. The equation of the altitude of QR. The altitude of QR, the altitude to QR, excuse me, that doesn't make sense. Well, QR's slope, so the slope of QR is found by y2 minus y1, again using points Q and R. We could say it's 3 minus -1 over x2 minus x1, 2 minus -4. So that's 3 plus 1 over 2 plus 4, or 2/3. What we would do is find an equation, because that's what we're doing, which an equation is y equals mx plus b. But we have to have the perpendicular slope to QR. Has to be perpendicular. The altitude is always perpendicular to that side. And the perpendicular slope is the opposite reciprocal, which would be -3/2. So we're going to use -3/2 for the slope. And then it has to go through the point S, which is at -2, 5. So if it has to go through the point -2, 5, that's your x and y substitution. 5 for y, -2 for x. The 2 and a -2, well, basically -3 times -2 is 6/2 is 3. Subtract 3 to both sides, and b is 2. So our equation is y equals m, which is now -3/2 x plus b. -3/2 x plus 2. Graph it. I'll do it in red. -3/2 x plus 2. What I've graphed in red is your altitude.